What's going on, y'all? So listen. Child, what is going on? Okay, so we are back. We are back for another episode review. Okay, listen, the Oval comes back next Tuesday. So um be on the lookout for that. Damn, I got the halves and the half knives and the oval on the same day. Okay, anyway, that ain't even what this is. Okay, Sisters. This is Sisters season 3, episode 6, The Chase, bitch. Let me just say this. This is a good episode. And I cannot wait till next episode. Because I really hope they're not trying to make it seem like Gary is up in Andy's apartment doing some shit. And you know how they be making it seem like, oh, he probably cheating because we hear the moaning and stuff or whatever. But he really not. He like, doing some exercising or something like that, or moving some stuff around. So therefore he making all these crazy sounds that sound like sex noises or whatever. Bitch, I hope he really in there with a bitch so I can fucking go off, okay? Because you know I can't stand that nigga. But anyway, let's go off, okay? Um... Last week, I ain't even mentioned Karen and Aaron, okay? Like, I was just really over them, you know what I'm saying? Aaron coming over there talking about something, I want to make love to you. I was like, oh, no. Karen was like, excuse me? I was like, girl, go ahead and spread them because you already know that you gonna do that. Okay. So basically, she acting like she don't want it. She was like, what about, your sobriety? And, I'm not trying to make you do something that you don't want to do. No, I want to do this, okay? I'm here because, all I keep thinking about is making love to you or whatever. Don't tell me no. Don't tell me no. I said, excuse me? He was like, come on, let me make love to you. Let me make love to you. I said, no, bitch, you don't want to make love. You want to fuck, okay? But baby, I was like, Aaron, stop begging. Stop begging. Because I don't like it when men beg. I don't like it when men beg. I don't, especially when y'all begging for sex and shit. No, it's not a good look. But, Karen, you over here acting all hard to get like you ain't going to spread them or whatever. But, of course, she was like, I ain't trying to make you do something that you want. I want to do it. I want to do it. Next thing you know, they kissing. She was like, are you sure? He was like, hell yeah, bitch. So they doing what they was doing or whatever. They finally fucked. And I'm sitting here like this. I guess we saw it coming. I said, really, you broke your celibacy and your vow or whatever just for her? Y'all better make this work, okay? Y'all better make this work because you're going through a lot to get with this lady. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, while they showing us Karen, baby, I was more so focused on Zach and Fatima because when we left them, they was fucking, okay? And we came back, they was still fucking. And I said, yes, back shots and all. I said, you know what? Divine, you probably be tearing Kadeem ass up. That's why you pregnant. That's why y'all having another baby, okay? And I hope it's a little girl too. I really do. But yeah, they was getting it in. I said, put some more back on Fatima. Let me tell you something. Fatima is fine to me, okay? So I was like, you better do it. You know what I'm saying? Get it in, bitch. I said, Zach, put that work in. Zach said, I got this. I was like, you sure do. So at this point, we go back over there to Karen's and they finish. I said, that's it. That's it. How many times did he make you come? Girl, I have questions. You know what I'm saying? I know it's TV or whatever. We can't see the whole thing. But I'm like, damn, did an hour go past or did just 15 minutes go past? Because he was tired, okay? He was a little tired. And they sitting there talking and all this stuff about, do you regret what happened? No, I really wonder what happened and all this stuff or whatever. I wanted you. I want this and all this stuff and woo, woo, woo. And they having this little conversation. We know they gonna get together. Next thing you know, in the midst of the conversation and them having this little intimate talking time, some of y'all don't like to talk after sex. Some of y'all don't like to cuddle after sex. If it's with the person that you really want to be with, I don't understand that. Now the talking, yeah, I can understand that sometimes, okay? Sometimes you just want to lay there or whatever. But if that's your partner, bitch, cuddle me or let me cuddle you because I'm going to cuddle your ass, okay? If I really feel you like that, baby, I'm going to cuddle your ass, okay? I'm a big spoon your ass to the max, all right? You going to get all of this. That's why you should get you and me. Anyway, moving on from that, this motherfucker gets up and say, oh shit, I gotta go. I said, I know you not finna hit it and leave. Yes, he ain't even explained what it is that he had to go for. My daddy just got up and left. I said, oh, okay, Karen's standing there looking stupid, but she gonna take it, cause obviously, Karen ain't got the good D. Cause she go to work And of course, Pam is all up in her business. Like, damn, girl, you walking around all funny. The last time I seen you walking all with this pep in your step and shit like this, like you walking on air, was when you fucked around with Zach. Bitch, you fucking with Zach again? Girl, nah, I ain't messing with Zach. And if you say anything about Zach, I'm gonna tell everybody that you was up in here fucking around with these little booty call people that you got off of this app or whatever. You talking about the dude that's now my bae and everything. Let me just tell you this. Pam is the woman, the straight woman Maurice, okay? And Pam is Karen's Maurice, okay? You know, they do the exact same thing. Gossip and comedy relief for both stores, okay? And that's what it was with them. You know, of course Danny had called, Sabrina wanted Danny to call Karen to get her to come and have lunch with them. Okay. You know, and I guess Danny was the only one that's on true speaking terms with Karen. So she would answer the phone to Karen because Sabrina tried to call her and it didn't work. So, you know, of course, Andy, you know, Karen, she really wasn't here for it. But then again, you know, she went on ahead and said, okay, fine, fuck it. We gonna do it. That's the last that we saw Karen in this episode. Let's get to Zach and goddamn Fatima, okay? Fatima, baby. I don't know what's going on, but then again, I kind of do. Okay, you still in your feelings because you trying to play it close to the vest and you trying to play it smart and you're not trying to give yourself. You got feelings for Zach, but you're not trying to go all the way there because of the situation that's going on, and you're not being stupid. You're trying to guard your heart at the same time. Yeah, come bang me out. I love it. You know, the dick or whatever is great. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not ready to give you my heart because I know that your heart is still stuck on this other woman. All right. And as soon as you get that out your system, maybe, and I don't know if I'm going to be around long enough for that, but I know even though you're telling me that you're over her, you're not completely over her or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Zach was trying to get up out of the house and Fatima was already there, and he was like, you know, I wasn't trying to sneak out or nothing like that. And of course Fatima was giving him fever, and he was like, we just had an amazing night and you are coming at my throat because of what? Okay, because of what? Because she's playing it safe, and it's understandable. But let me tell you something, Fatima, baby girl, don't fuck this up. And Zachary, don't fuck this up because I really like y'all together as a couple. Okay, you're one of my favorite couples on this goddamn show. You know what I'm saying? And if you fuck it up, I'm gonna be pissed off at both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, did you hear the story about the girl that played Fatima? She used to work in the wardrobe department, whatever, on Tyler Perry shit, and he just went on here and gave her a character. Girl, I said, look at that. Look at that fucking come up, bitch. You went from behind the scenes to on scene. That's some shit. I like it. Anyway, moving on from that. Zach was leaving. They get into it, they little feelings and all that stuff. You know, she acting like she don't want to see him, and he even caught on to that. Man, quit saying stuff like that. You know you want this. You know you want to see me. Just say how you feel. Just say how you feel. And when he was saying that, I said, Zach, I know the fuck you not. I said, not me sitting here agreeing with Zach saying, yeah, just go ahead and say how you feel. Quit this biting around the bush and, you know, biting my tongue and talking in codes and shit. Just say how you feel. You want him, but you just don't trust it yet. That's what it is. You being guarded. Okay. Meanwhile, Zach go over there to the goddamn bank where Sabrina works at. I'm sitting here like, is this the only bank up in Atlanta, Georgia at this point? First of all, everybody from the cast go there. Okay? Everybody on the cast go to this goddamn bank. But we don't never see no other customers come in. We rarely see any other regular customers come in. And it's like the only card holders and money holding up in this bank is from the cast members. I'm just saying. It's cute though. Zach come up in there, Sabrina looking like, what the fuck? Because she was on the phone with Danny trying to get, you know, Danny to talk to Karen and all that stuff. And she realized that, you know, Zach was there. And she said, bitch, get the tea. Okay. So Zach has never been to this bank, so he did not know that Sabrina was working there. He's at the window with Maurice. I said Maurice and Jacoby and Sabrina the only workers there too. Woo, talk about cutting costs. You know, they ain't trying to pay all these employees to work at this goddamn bank, bitch. We can only do two, okay? It ain't that damn busy. We don't need all these people on the floor, you know. But at the same time, Zach is up there opening up his bank account. Now, see, I'm sitting here like, oh, he finally being a big boy and getting him a bank account. And doing what he gotta do or whatever. That's good. You growing up, Zach. And then that motherfucker said, he put $20,000 in cash in that bitch. I said, Zach, where you get that money from? First of all, whatever this real estate shit that he doing, these rebuilding houses and selling them off and flipping them or whatever, that little program he in, I don't give a fuck if Fatima is part of it too. It still feel a little fishy, okay? It feel fishy just like them them teas and shit that y'all be selling, them NutriBursts and shit like that. Girl, it just feel pyramid scammy as I just can't get past it, okay? But I was like, all right, Zach, be careful. This motherfucker said, do you know anything about stocks? Maurice was like, okay, we got a little program or whatever that can help you with the stocks and stuff like that. He was like, okay, get this stock. First of all, when he was opening up their account, you know they have, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been a long time since I opened up an account my own self. I have my bank account when I got out of high school, or no. Because I used to have a joint bank account with my mom when I was like 17, 18 years old, and then I got my own. I don't remember how many forms of identification that you need to open up a bank account in person or whatever. Is it two? Because Maurice said, here's your identification, here's your ID, and your library card. Given that I work at a library, that shit made me laugh so hard. I said, not a library card. Oh my God. And let me tell you, it hit me funny because when I do library card applications or whatever at my job, you have to have a form of identification that shows your address, your current address, right? And there will be people that literally will try to give me their credit card, okay? Their credit card. I literally sit there and say, you have to have a form of ID that has your address on it. A credit card does not have your address on it. It just has your credit card number on it, baby. Do you want me to memorize that? Let me not put that out there. Nope. I'd be like, don't even put it in my hand. Take that out. Take that back. I don't want that. That's not what I need, okay? That shit made me funny because that's what it reminded me of. And then when Zach was trying to pull out the card with the stock tip on, I said, no, Zach, you're not about to do this shit. You are not about to do this shit. He said, yes, the fuck I am. And I said, please be smart and just put like 500 on there if that's what you're going to do, all right? Or look like 50, you know what I'm saying? If you want to play it real safe, you know, put 50 on there. Don't put the whole bank on there, okay? You just open up the bank account. We don't need to do that. Bitch, when he opened up his wallet, Maurice was like, oh, a wallet with Velcro. I said, bitch. I said, Zach, what are you, 12? I wish I would see a grown-ass person with a Velcro-ass wallet and it ain't designer, bitch. I'm going to snap. I am going to just stand there and look at you like, what? I understood exactly where Maurice was coming from. It hit me so hard. It hit me so hard. I didn't expect it. But at the same time, he gave him the stock tip and he was like, listen, put all of it on there. Bitch, I'm sitting here like, no, Zach. No, Zach, don't do that. He was like, well, if you put all of it on there, the whole 20,000 is going to close out the account. Well, what do I need to keep the account open? Maurice was looking at him like he was dumb. He was like, damn, $100. So he was like, okay, cool. Put everything in there except for the $100. I said $19,900 you want to put on a stock tip that you don't, that random white lady, old white lady that was so suspicious acting want to give you. I said, no. Bitch, this motherfucker sees Sabrina because Sabrina want to be nosy and see what he doing up there and all this stuff, getting all up in his business. And I would have treated Sabrina the same goddamn way. Okay? You Karen's friend. You not my friend. You always up in the business and all that shit. So let me take my shit up out of here. But he couldn't take it out because it would have took too long to reverse what was going on. And he was like, fuck it, okay? So he left. Baby, he was at the airport and he was looking at that goddamn stock stuff, okay? And the shit went down. The motherfucker just lost his money. I said, see, Zach, see, you can't trust everything, and we cannot trust every get rich quick scheme, okay? Stop it. We got to be more careful. And then the volatility of stocks and investments, you have to be really careful, okay? You can't come in there on an amateur ass level. At least learn the basics of it. You know what I'm saying? Read up on the shit, you know? But that was what was going on with that. Meanwhile, Danny, she had earlier called Sabrina after Preston got up and, he had to leave. And, she was calling Danny to tell her thank you for, calming me down and telling me what you told me the night before about Preston and his marriage stuff or whatever. But her whole thing is she don't know if they got that much in common because she's talking so much. He's talking a lot about cows and stuff like that, breaking cow milk home, and she just wanted to see what else they have in common. That's and the way that she was talking was like she's on the verge of like, I like him, but at this point I don't know if we mesh well, so I might just break it off. I'm like, no, Danny, you got a good relationship right here right now. And obviously, y'all jumped into bed real quick before you actually went through the process of trying to get to know the basics about him. Okay, so now you have to go back to the beginning and get to know the basics about him, and he has to get to know the basics about you. And like Sabrina said, why don't you take him out to places that you like to go? Y'all always working. Either Danny is forever working or with her friends, and then she comes home to the crib, and that's where you and Preston be. Okay, go out, have a date, do something, talk with each other, you know what I'm saying, and see what the commonalities are, and then make stuff that y'all have in common. Okay, you just do that. Meanwhile, that's what was going on with them. Okay, Maurice and Calvin. Calvin had a bitch over. Okay, Maurice is hilarious to me. He's over the top, but he is hilarious. He is that one person that you go to work because you know it's never going to be a dull day. They can annoy the hell out of you, but they will make the day fun because you just know they're going to do something, okay, that's going to keep you just laughing or whatever. That is Maurice, all right? Him and Calvin, he was telling him, you did a good job talking to old boy Q and all this stuff, because from word around the town is he got kicked out when he was 14 years old. And Maurice was like, that's a grown-ass man. It was like he's 24 years old. So he been hustling for the past 10 years, and that's why he doing what he doing. And, of course, Maurice can't take a compliment, can't take a hug. We're trying to make it sexual and stuff like that. And the little moaning and shit, it was over the top. It was over the top, but it was a little cute, funny. Just, that's what it was. Meanwhile, back at the bank, let's get to Sabrina, bitch. Well, pause. We ain't even gonna do Sabrina. We gonna do Andy right quick because it's real simple. Andy comes out the room, and Gary is standing out there. He talking on the phone to somebody. He hangs up the phone when he sees Andy. But the way he hangs up, it wasn't in a I'm trying to sneak and hang up a type of way. It was like, okay, the conversation over, I'm gonna call you back. It was real slick and sly, And so I got to give him points for that because, from the outside looking in, it didn't look like he was doing nothing. It looked like he was having a regular conversation and the conversation was over and he hung it up. But it's Gary, so we don't really trust that shit. Andy looking like, so who the fuck was on the phone? Okay. Oh, so you up here trying to comfort me. You see how it feels now? Because they up there talking about what happened the night before and, are you okay? And all this stuff. And Gary is such a fucking contradiction at this point. And I just don't understand where this I can't sleep with you because I'm thinking about him doing what he did with you. But once again, Andy is not out here thinking about the women's that, like, she still slept with you when you probably was at home sleeping with your wife, okay? You was sleeping with another woman. And I'm pretty sure Andy had other men too before you. So you thinking about all of the men that she had, like, it didn't make any sense, all right? And so at the same time, that's when Andy brings up who was on the phone. He trying to be secretive about it and trying to flip it on her like, you don't like how it feels, huh? When you coming at me, I'm that's how I feel when old boy was with you and all that stuff. And I'm like, that ain't even a goddamn saying, okay? They get into a whole argument and going back and forth over that shit. And I'm just like, Andy, do you see the red flags? It's been so many red flags that's been hidden. Andy dead up in her face and she just will not take it, will not open up her eyes to see it, okay? He is hiding something, all right? This man literally tried to take you out of the country, out of the state, out of the city, into the country, isolate you. This man damn near broke your ribs. This man won't let you be introduced to his kids, okay? At the same time, he won't sleep with you after he tried to pop up and try to make you marry him. And, now he's secretive on the phone and stuff like that. And girl, it's just really crazy, okay? and you still gonna be cool with him. It just don't make no sense. Meanwhile, Andy is at work. First of all, let me just say this: if Andy don't get nothing right, Andy get the wardrobe right, okay? Because Mama be looking good. Them suits, them work suits that she be having on, pantsuits and everything. Yes, okay. But she wanted to talk to Fatima. She was like, "Girl, you been avoiding me. Okay, what's going on?" She was like, "Girl, it ain't got nothing to do with you, but we'll talk." She was like, "Yeah, we'll do lunch, okay, and then you will tell me all about it. But I need you to go down there and get the client, okay, the lawyer for." The opposing client or whatever, because they representing this man who got with this rich woman who I guess he was a gardener for her, got with this rich woman. They had kids. Now they're either getting divorced or separating, and he trying to get money out of the lady. And so Fatima come back up in there like, "Girl, the lawyer is fine as shit, bitch. You gotta come see this man." And when we saw him, I was sitting here like this. Bitch, I really thought he was gonna be drop dead. I mean, he wasn't ugly. He was cute. But y'all know, a lot of light skins don't do it for me. But he was giving me, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be offensive, but he was giving me a little mixed tease or whatever. But that's fine. You know, he was pretty, but he wasn't fine like they was trying to make him out to be. And I'm just sitting here like, girl, okay. And, his client is over there in the UK, and so he got, practicing privileges in the US and the UK, and they trying to figure out that whole thing, if they gonna do a settlement and all this stuff, and woo woo woo, and they're just flirting, okay? It's a lot of flirting that's going on, we see next week that he came back and he wanted to do a settlement after, he was acting like he wasn't gonna settle and all this stuff, but the client went on ahead and said, "We'll do a settlement and we'll discuss the terms over dinner." I said, "What?" And Fatima was like, "You gonna tell Gary?" She was like, "No, I ain't telling that man." I said, "Oh, so we doing shit behind his back to get back at him for talking on the phone? That's what we gonna do next week, okay?" And that's when Fatima gonna go over his house, over to Andy house and catch him in the act. So we think, but that's when Sabrina had called Andy and wanted them to come to lunch. And, she was like, "Okay, cool." Because she hasn't talked to Karen. She really wasn't here for Karen. She didn't really want to see Karen at this point because of the way that she left and told her about herself at that makeshift ass wedding and shit. And so, Sabrina had to convinced her to come. And she was like, "We could bring Fatima. I'm gonna bring Fatima." And they was like, "No, don't bring Fatima." She was like, "She friends or whatever." Yeah, but she didn't know this situation long enough to be involved. So I understood where Sabrina was coming from. And when Andy told Fatima that they gonna have to cancel because she going to the lunch with the girls or whatever, Fatima said she understood, but the way she looked after Andy walked away, it was like she was hurt. I felt bad. Fatima just trying to get some girlfriends up in here, and she feel like the relationship is fractured. I guess because of now Zach in the picture and all this stuff. I really hope they don't just shut her out because, I like her and Danny together. I really do. I like her and Danny together more than I like her and Andy together. It seems more genuine, like they got more in common. Meanwhile, Sabrina, bitch. Sabrina, this is why you don't fuck your co-workers, okay? And you are a superior. You are a superior in the management department, baby. You don't do this. You don't put yourself in this predicament, okay? Because this is exactly what could happen. She gets the phone call from the higher up or whatever, her boss, that was asking about the incident that happened between Calvin and Jacoby. And she was like, "Yeah, I don't think Calvin will sue or whatever, so it's okay, but I did suspend Jacoby." Okay, cool, whatever. The phone call, she was making it seem as though all she had to do was suspend him, okay? We didn't hear nothing else about anything. Like, she wasn't giving us like, "Oh, damn, I got to go this far and I got to fire him and all this stuff." She didn't give us any inclination that that's what was going on. So Jacoby, at this point, had came into the office. And I'm sitting here like, how many days went past? And they was like, "No, bitch, this was yesterday. You come in the next day." I said, "That's not how the suspension works. A suspension is not for a few hours. A suspension most likely is for a couple of days or so, And so, excuse me. And so as that happening, she was like, "Jacoby, come, let me talk to you." And so basically, she fires him. I said, "Oh, that was. I guess it's the next step." I mean, I was a little surprised by it. I didn't know it was gonna go there that quick, but shit, suspension, then talk. I thought you get verbally reprimanded, then you get written up, and then you get talked suspension, and then the next thing is the firing. But it got physical in the workplace. And truth be told, Sabrina ass should have got suspended because you are now putting the job in jeopardy because you, as a superior, sleeping with your coworker, okay, and that could cause a whole bunch of problems. You know what I'm saying? And all of this stuff is happening because of Sabrina. Sabrina couldn't say no to Jacoby's advances. Okay, she let people get in her head, and she Sabrina still feels like a goddamn follower to me. Okay, and then you got the Calvin situation, him coming up to the bank, and y'all bring y'all personal issues on business time, and it just was very much unprofessional. Okay, not a good look. So she needed to be reprimanded herself as well. Jacoby was like, "Nah, bitch, you like me. That's why you doing this." He left because he was like, "I need this job." And shout out to Alvesta, the one who played Jacoby, because he was on you getting your acting jobs up. I see. All right, he was on Black Monday, this last episode that came on this past Sunday. But if you ain't been watching Black Monday, that shit is funny. Okay, he was on there, and I was like, and had a good role too. I said, "All right, boy, I see you. You come a long way, dancing to acting. I like that. Come on, keep on elevating." But anyway, he left, and then he come back. And he just had a crazed look in his face, okay? And Maurice was like, "See, look at that." When Maurice said, "So you got rid of my baby daddy?" My baby daddy, 7 years with 3 kids. My whole thing is, I told y'all I did not trust Jacoby at all. I said, if Jacoby looked like the type that'll fuck you and go tell your business, okay? Jacoby looked like the type that'll fuck your world up. And that motherfucker came back and he said, "The reason why you really fired me is because you want me, and this is sexual. I can sue you for sexual harassment." I said, "Oh no, man." Oh, Sabrina, look what you got yourself into. He was crazy looking. He was crazy in the eyes too. I said, unclench them fists, okay? Step the fuck back, okay? I said, I don't trust this, Maurice. You better man the fuck up, and you better do what needs to be done if needed to be done, because he looked like he was about to do some shit. I said it just went black in his eyes, and he was like, "I sue your ass for sexual harassment, okay, because you wanted me and you made me sleep with you." I said, "Oh no," so we going here, and truth be told, he can get a case for that. And like Maurice gonna tell her, yeah, it can happen. And he got a plausible one too. I said, "See, you should have kept your legs close to your coworkers, goddamn Sabrina." But anyway, that was us, sisters. I enjoyed the episode. Y'all, tell me how you feel about it. And I will see you guys later on tonight for the encore. Peace.